Welcome, ladies, to the Real Estate Investor Show, providing inspiration, strategies, and insight to empower women investors to live balanced and financially free lives. Now, here are your co-hosts, Liz and Andresa.
Welcome back, ladies. This is Liz.
And this is Andresa.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Investor Show, Minisode edition, where in 10 minutes, we've got to do some sounds, right? We've got to make this fun for all of you listening. And we so appreciate you all being on this journey with us. We just want to say that we appreciate you. Can't wait to meet you. We are on a minisode. So 10 minutes or less, we get to the point, we go deep but brief and give you content to take action, because we can record podcasts and do courses and have Invest HerCon coming up June 23rd and 24th. But if you don't take action, none of this matters, right, Andresa? And today we're going to be talking about the importance of what, Andresa?
Track record. And I'm going to be pounded here. So grab a pen and paper and you're going to have to pause it, take notes, pause it, take notes. All right, Liz. So track record. What is a track record? Basically is your resume as an investor. You're going to highlight in a very succinct way the results of the projects that you have done before. Why the hell that's important is because when you are talking to other people, when you're talking especially with private money lenders, you can let them know what are the results that you have gotten. And if you have done private lending before, what is the results that your private lender got out of that? And I want you guys to be very, very simple with this. Do not create this long 20-page information. I am talking about one piece of paper, okay? Many times you can create in one piece of paper, you can put two properties per se. So let's go. What you must have on that, right? You're going to start describing the property. So talk about the property address, the location, the year, square footage, beds and baths. That's like the basic information. And of course, you are going to put before and after pictures. Usually I focus on kitchen, bathrooms, and anything that made like a huge difference. If I blew a wall and now it's so much different than before, or if I build a roof deck, finish the basement, focus on like the impact, right? That people are like, oh my gosh, it looks completely different. Right? If you build a third story in the front, use that one there. So it's very important that you are graphic, but be mindful of it, right? Do not put this gallery of pictures there that people are going to get like, oh, this is so much. It's before and after next to each other. That's it, right? So after you put number one, property information. Number two, before and after pictures. Now you're going to talk about the construction. What is that value that you added? Meaning the construction cost was X. You are going to talk about the numbers, the next item. What do I mean by it? How much did you buy it for? How much was the construction? The construction cost, not just that, but how long did it take for you to build that? It's very important because then people can calculate what was the return on people's investment. And most important, what is the time frame? How long did it take to get their money back? So the numbers are very important. How did you finance it is the next thing that you need to talk about. Was it a commercial loan? Was it a private loan? Was it a mix of both of them? Describe it. What is that? How much did you pay in interest? What was the term of it? Did you refinance it? How much did you get for the refinance, right? And then if you have an item at the bottom where you talk about the private money lender, what private money lender care about? This is very important. If you did not pay attention to anything that I said before now, this is it, okay? So what private money lenders care about when they are looking at your track record? How much did you borrow? How long did it take to get the money back? What was the return on the investment? So when people come to you, what they have in their head is, how am I going to get my money back? And you need to make sure you answer that question. In our case, it's been always an add value, meaning we buy the property, we add value, we refinance, cash out, pay them back. Liz, I cannot tell you enough when people say, oh, I can borrow it, but it's either a turnkey. It's like, how are you going to pay them back?
Correct.
How they're going to pay them back. The track record document is something that you can bring printed out to the meeting that you are having. Or you guys know me. You guys know that I don't like to print. Liz does. Liz
killing a lot of trees these days.
Liz kills every single tree. What I like to do, and I encourage you to do, is upload that into a Google Drive where you have a link that is public, meaning everybody that has that link can have access to it. Because you can start putting every single property or track record, you can change it, you can modify as you wish, make corrections, but then you share the link with them. And you can always have that online and have your computer and say, listen, I have a track record over here that I would like to show it to you. And I can send this to you as well if you want. I'm all about simplicity. Okay. So you don't have to drop coffee on your track record and say, oh my gosh, this was the only one that I had. That's the trick over here for track record. Make sure you have the right information there. And then if you start getting questions about things that are not there, add it because people are curious about it. Right, Liz?
Absolutely. So important. And it's so important to differentiate yourself that your projects are on paper and this information is written down. You're taken more seriously. If people say, oh, what deals have you done? And you just start rattling it off and you don't really know your numbers and you're not really sure how long it took, it looks unprofessional. It looks like you don't have, what together. So this just helps you really get organized and like you are sophisticated. You are a real estate investor, right? Be taken seriously. And that's important, especially as private money will become even more important in terms of the market.
If you listen to this episode up to now I'm going to give you the golden nugget here.
Okay. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Here's the thing. Create that right after you're done with the project. You know why, guys?
It's fresh.
You're going to forget. I don't know how long did that take. Oh, I forgot. When I look at my track record, I was like, I even forgot I did that property. I don't remember the address. I don't know who was part of it at that time. So right after you are done with the project, and here's the kicker, you're going to create, honey, a template. So you're just filling out the spaces over there, and then you can duplicate that over and over again. Believe me, that will make the difference between you and somebody else. As Liz said, they will take you more seriously if you have a track record. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Take notes, go back again, and even post it for us. Post it on our Facebook community. How did you come up with your track record? And if you have more suggestions, post it below. What are your recommendations? Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast and want to receive updates on our next interviews, go to our website, therealestateinvestor.com. There, you can subscribe to our show, become part of our investor community, and get updates on upcoming episodes.
If you like our show, please share it with other women who would benefit. And don't forget to leave us a rating on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. And as always, we encourage you to take one action as a result of today's show and put it into motion so you can live both a financially free and balanced life. Thanks for spending time with us.
Ciao.